Gang.
Gang,
Apologies if you can hear my son in the back. He's been a wee shit today.
You can't.
Probably can't though, because I've got. I mean, I did. I love him dearly, and he's the cutest baby on the planet. I don't care what anybody fucking says, but bless him, he's a wee bit cry today.
He's a wee bit cry.
Little bit cry. How we all doing, guys? What's the happy hap?
Oh, fucking shit hot, man. Shit hot. Aye.
Yes, it's all going. It's going swimmingly.
I'm definitely not hungover or anything. That's not.
No.
A thing.
No. Drowning your sorrows, I think they call that, Privet.
Drowning anyway, that's for sure.
Gang. Thank you as always for tuning in. This is the Unofficial Official Podcast, episode number 28, I believe. So we've been doing this for like more than half a year, 6.5 months so far, which is pretty mental. We've had changes of casts, we've had drama that we haven't spoken about because we're polite and thingy. If you want to know, comment below, as you do. This week, as always, we have me, Trouble them all. We have Alex.
Hiya.
And we have the infallible Captain Privilege.
Fucking Yanni.
Yanni. Yeah, anything to discuss, guys? Obviously, Alex, you're down south. How's that? You got your accommodation and shit sorted yet for the uni?
Oh, don't even get me started. No is the answer. Yeah, and I had a bit of a meltdown, shaved my head, and now resemble a slightly furry egg.
Oh yeah, she went full Britney Spears, fucking man.
I actually did go full Britney Spears. It was brilliant.
You fucking run about with an umbrella, fucking try to hit paparazzi and that, eh?
Sinead O'Connor up in this bitch.
If they ask me first.
Only if they ask me.
Fair enough. How about yourself, Priv? Anything new?
Oh, I think you know what we've been doing now, Troll. Don't edge me like that, bro.
Yeah, so that flawless, definitely not in your face, obvious segue there is in reference to a new venture on YouTube that me and Priv are a big part of. So me, Priv, and a couple other guys. We've got Walkley, who used to be in the podcast. Can't do podcast, but can do a channel. We have GLP Matty, who we've had on the podcast before. And we've also got Pigeon Master, who also has been on the podcast. If you want to listen to them, have a little scroll back. I'm not going to get the episode numbers because I'm lazy. Fuck you, I might put it below, who knows. But we are, got a channel venture called Edging Bros.
Imagine that. Are you implying that networking actually makes you able to connect better and make content with people? Who the fuck is
crazy? It's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, so basically what Edging Bros is, it's the new esports org. We are the new FaZe clan. If you don't believe that, then it's we are the new K-pop group. If you don't believe that, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a fucking liar, so I don't know why you wouldn't just go with it.
Take him at his face value. So we're all about edgy. So you can find it on YouTube, but it's not the Edging Bros. It's Edging Bros is the name of the channel. Check it out, subscribe it. Our first video is up. It's a little take on Quiplash. We did a game of Quiplash. We've got another couple of videos we're going to cut from that.
It was so funny.
It's pretty fucking
crying.
It's really, really good. It turned out a lot better than I expected. But it's brilliant. I had a lot of fun recording it. I'm sure the guys did too. GLP Matty's the main man who's doing the editing, and my God, what a job he's done. It's just, I was watching, I was like, this is something that I'd watch on like fucking Achievement Hunter and stuff and piss myself laughing at. There is some jokes in there that are a bit, one of those ones you go, I want to laugh at this, but I feel bad laughing at it, but at the same time, I'm going to laugh at this. It's good. If you don't have a bit of weird, kind of dark sense of humour, you might not like it, but...
Why are you here?
Yeah, pretty much, this is... Yeah, it's going to fuck you. But check it out, Edging Bros on YouTube. We have a Twitter as well.
Beautiful faces as well, apart from Priv.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That was real time footage of my face.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
That's really nasty, Alex. I can't believe it.
Well, you know me. I'm just a horrible person.
I think that the phrase I hear people most refer to Alex with is insufferable cunt.
You're not wrong.
Straight in with
that's obviously That's obviously a joke. I've got a lot of time for Alex in a special place in my heart.
Aww,
But
thanks,
Edgy
babe.
Bros, check that shit out. There is a Discord that is very, very NSFW. It's not very PC either. So if you want to check it out, let us know. We can slide you a little link. But yeah, that's enough of the self-promotion, guys. Alex has a new video actually.
I actually
just before we go on.
No, I didn't get it.
Is it rant
Did you not
time?
pop up?
Can it be rant time?
Fuck.
Right, so
Yeah, give us the
basically,
rant.
I've tried to been like uploading this video since lunchtime yesterday, and it's still on like 95% processed, and has been since about 3 p.m. yesterday. So yeah, YouTube is over party.
Yeah, YouTube's kind of. Yeah, it's kind of been fucky for quite a lot of people.
Honestly, because I tried twice. This is my second time trying to upload it, and it's not happening, and I'm stressing because it's my first like actual original content. And
it's very personal to you, and you're like, this reflects on me. This is me as a person. This is me speaking from my heart, and you don't want it. Fuck you,
and
YouTube.
it's literally like, this is a fucking sign from the gods that I should not be releasing this. But yeah, it's fine. I'm fine.
Mental. Yeah, there's a whole thing going on Twitter just now with hashtag YouTube is over. Obviously, I don't know if these are unsubstantiated claims, but the word on it is, and you can probably correct me because you know more about this than I do, but it's to do with the income and how they're inflating it a little bit to make it look as though people are earning more than they actually do, to kind of probably make it seem quite lucrative and make people want to use it a bit more.
May have not given it a tertiary glance, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case, because like people may remember the fact that Spotify got caught out doing this shit in a kind of weirder roundabout way. What they were doing was they had to pay out X amount for performance royalties for the music, but the way to pay out less and their infinite wisdom was to create as much fake bands as they could. So they were essentially just paying a fuck ton of session musicians, or buying a fuck ton of music, uploading that as a real band or a real musician, a real artist, and then flooding the playlists that were most popular or highly recommending their own playlists, so that the majority and bulk of clicks would go on their own fucking, or at least it would take a good chunk away from the
stuff
other
that
artists.
costs them cash money.
Again, artificially inflate the numbers, but yeah, the only stuff I can really see on hashtag YouTube is over party is a lot of K-pop fan cams. And
when is it not though? When you look up a hashtag,
yeah, it's like really annoying because like people are just using the hashtags now. It's like, oh, something's trending, right? So I'm gonna pop my video in with that hashtag, and it doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. It's like, what the hell?
I went through, and it was basically like the money thing, and then also the processing issue. Because like there were people on there that have been like, I've been processing for 3 days.
I think the adverts as well. There's some really weird fuckery going on with the actual ads. I mean, I was watching something yesterday, and I swear it was like a fake advert for a penis enhancing photo app.
Yes.
I'm seeing people posting here that they're going on to like women are getting loads of anti-abortion ads and conservative ads, like
fucking hell.
Mix it up, just right weird mixy stuff.
I feel like your penis enhancement app that's probably Google AdSense just saying what you've been searching though.
No comment.
I have the right to avoid self-incrimination, thank you.
So motherfucker, I'm gonna get you troll, how dare you.
That became weirdly sexual.
Just as yeah, fine. Saucy.
Do you want me to leave? Do you want me to go? Give me some space.
Yeah, so that's kind of the brink of the YouTube is over stuff. Yeah, it's YouTube had kind of been fucky for a while. There's a lot of people that kind of going off them. Personally, I think if someone came out with a new platform that was good and they had the right advertised and marketing and they kind of went, yeah, you can put shit up, just don't do it illegal, that'd be cool. But the fact like YouTube, it's Google owned and they've got all that fucking cash money behind them, and it's going to be a bastard to get rid of. It's like Twitch. Like Twitch getting a new streaming service to fight against them. Really, all you've got just is Facebook gaming. And who the fuck, what kind of boomer wants to be associated with Facebook gaming?
They need a hefty rebranding on that shit, like, you know.
They do.
But bro,
they
it could come
really,
from anywhere.
really
It's a really
do.
fucked thing, you know what I mean? Like Amazon could start
Yeah.
one tomorrow, or like, you know, like fucking
True.
TikTok just turns into a gaming platform or some shit, you know, I don't know.
That is very, very true. Talking about conspiracy theories and all that juicy, tasty shit.
Uh-oh.
I saw an article and I saw a couple of videos on it now about Wayfair in America. Purportedly being a child sex trafficking ring. So this is, there's so many. Apparently they've deleted all the listings now because it's got traction. But on America, you could basically buy like, there was like sets of cupboards and there was cushions as well that were up for like $20,000 and $15,000, $10,000, and all of them the exact same title except from a name on it. Now it's like a fucking total rabbit hole. I was reading up and I was like, oh my god, this is so fucked up. But with all the Epstein stuff and how Epstein definitely didn't kill himself and how we've got Epstein Island and all that juicy stuff, it's one of those ones where you're like, this could potentially be true. So basically it was like, it's mental. So you search up the SKU numbers on a website called Yandex.com. Now Yandex, as far as I can tell, is a Russian search engine. So you put it in, you put that up, and then it comes up with the names and pictures of missing children who have apparently went missing from like internment camps. Like when you come into America, they put you in a camp basically before they can settle you anywhere as a refugee or whatever, and they're just gone, and they've been gone like years and stuff, and it's like the names tied to the actual products match up with these missing children.
Oh, I was fucked up when I read that. I was like, what?
It's fucking mental.
Okay.
So the speculation, there's no proof, this is all alleged, but the speculation is that people are using it. You buy it. The delivery instructions where like you can't get it delivered to you. I think it's like pick up in person only, and it's like you have to specify a location, and it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
Mental.
Tinfoil hats to the side for a wee second here, okay? Let's take a little breather, okay? Child trafficking, I would imagine, is not as blatant and obvious as that. I'm taking it on good faith that that my man Adam Curry over the No Agenda show is a lot more informed on this type of shit because he was looking into it as well, and I would argue that yes, while the numbers are very fucky, what it actually points to more so is money laundering. The names and stuff, as sus as it may be, I would argue that that's more coincidental than anything else, or that's like, you know, the internet's way of fucking, you know, finding these fucking coincidences and highlighting them. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know, Brev.
If it was just one, then I'd be fine with that. But the fact there was like multiple listings on different products with the names and the SKUs you'd put it in, it'd come up. That seems a bit.
Here. Don't
bit too much.
Fucking Pizzagate 2.0, where if they've got, you know what I mean? Like, this is all turning fucking eyes off of who? Who are we not paying attention to? Who are we not talking about right now?
China.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
That's true.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, I'm so fucking glad that she's in prison. I watched the documentary on Netflix, and my god, it does not feel like it has an ending. See, at the very end, it just is like, yeah, now he's dead, and he fucked over all his victims by putting money in a different account so that he can't access it. It's going to take him years to get it. It's like, what a piece of shit. What an actual human piece of garbage with an egg-shaped cock. What the fuck? Yeah,
all I'm saying is, like,
cock.
You know, it'd be very easy to fall under the guise of Russian misinformation, potentially, and fucking what I would coin as COINTELPRO red herring fucking disinformation.
True.
That is handed to look at fucking Pizzagate. What Pizzagate was, ironically, was probably right to an extent. That your elites are a bunch of fucking nonsense and are up to no fucking good, right? To an extent. That's a generalization, I realise that. But what Pizzagate became was, all of these fucking crazy fucking conspiracy theorists believe that Obama was downstairs in the basement of a certain pizza shop fucking kids and eating them. No. What actually happened was a fuck ton of emails were found having a laundry list of fucking pedophile terms being used in them from the likes of, again, the elites.
I get it. I get why it's called Pizzagate, because cheese pizza on 4chan, that used to be like
yes,
a term
but
you
it
use for
became
child porn.
obfuscated into, it's actually all about the pizza place. And it's to say, I'll worry about stuff like this as well. Is that like, right, there probably is some fucky shit going on, but I'm not entirely sure they're delivering kids in fucking goddamn cabinets.
Pizza boxes. Pizza boxes.
No, with the wayward shit, like in cabinets and shit, like that. Like,
I don't think they're delivering them in that. I think it's always the same image. So if, obviously this is all speculation.
I think it's the person and not the actual
not the product.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, here's the drop we have to make to pick this up. But, and there's going to be some sort of verification where it's like, yeah, you are like part of this quote unquote community where you're involved in this, and this is a public. I think the money laundering is incredibly viable, and I think that's probably a part of it as well. It's a way to both launder money as well as ship off these fucking kids that have been kidnapped. It's all speculation. It's never something we're actually going to find out, but it's kind of fucked up, and it's one of those rabbit holes that you can dive down and literally dive down. It's like, oh fuck.
I just think like it's kind of like, maybe I think too much of people or nonsense.
Yeah.
But to think that they would quite literally use
hello there.
to think that they would literally use the exact same name, that they wouldn't go out of their way to use any kind of a code word at all, or any kind of fucking...
I'll say something, Priv. They're not that fucking smart.
Yeah, I think it is pretty clever. The amount of stuff that you get like in IKEA and shit, where it's just got a weird name, you're like, all right, that's cool. It's a person's name, but it's for a product. You're like, that is viable. The price is.
Yeah, you don't think anything of it. Like if it was called
no.
fucking pizza or whatever, then you'd be like, what the fuck, bro? But
yeah, I think it's one of those ones where you kind of look at it and you go, that's a fucking really high price, and then you scroll on with that a second thought. That's the general public's response. Like, who's actually digging through Wayfair, and who sorts highest to lowest? Let's be honest, right? So you're looking for a wardrobe. You type in wardrobe and type lowest to highest. Done. Yeah. That's at the very bottom of the list. You're not going to see that unless you're specifically looking for it.
Yeah.
But all I can say as well is that this problem has somewhat existed on your Amazons or your eBays and stuff like that for years. If you look for certain products, you will find randomly the same product that's only about 20 quid is listed for 200 quid, 10,000 quid. It's fucking it's a money laundering scheme, bro, to an extent, with those things anyway. I can't say definitively Wayward isn't, because I haven't looked into it. I personally get a bit what do you call it, fucking I get fucking all stuttery and fuckery when it's talking about fucking elites and nonsense and shit, because you're on treading dangerous murky waters.
If we all wind up dead, you know why.
It's them, it's no me. I've got no problem with you, Wayward. It's fine. Batter on.
It was Wayfair, so thanks. No, I think that's an issue you're going to have with any platform that allows people to sell on. Is you're going to have those kind of fucky listings where it's like, that doesn't seem quite right, but it's not the first thing you had to go, I'm going to report this or look into this deeper. You go, I'm not going to buy that, and then you fuck off. Like, that's one of the things. Money laundering, I think, is a huge part of it. Like, just think it though, you create 2 Amazon accounts, you've got 20 grand in dirty money, and you put on it, you're going to sell a TV for 2 grand. That you then buy 10 TVs with your other account. Suddenly that money's clean, and then your account's like, oh yeah, I sold it to this other account. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who bought them. I just sent them to. It's like, Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's an issue that's always going to be prevalent with.
Yeah. I just typed in Wayfair on Twitter, and the first thing, hashtag Wayfair. I'll just leave this here. Ghislaine Maxwell with hashtag Wayfair President of Operations. No, it's a picture. Uh-oh.
That's a bit awkward, isn't it, Priv?
Uh-oh.
It's weird what you were just saying there about how.
Anything you want to say there, Priv?
It's mad that you were like, people are ignoring Ghislaine Maxwell for Wayfair, but actually, it seems like she might be part of this.
God. Look at people like literally like looking up the prices and
people
shit.
do look for links though.
But then also like going as far as the actual checkout. That's a bit.
It's like, I don't have 20 grand, but I'm going to pretend like I do. And it's fucky. This is kind of the conspiracy theory episode, by the way, guys. If you don't like conspiracy theories, then you can just.
Yeah, you've got to be careful these days, bro. We could get yeeted clean off the platform. I mean, the scutterbutt behind the fucking behind the scenes is apparently that's how fucking disrespect got yeeted. Was in actual fact he was talking about 5G and stuff, and
I'd say that's all speculation. I was reading, I think it was SVG did an interview with him where he basically was talking and he went to say something and he had his publicist with him. So he's like, I don't know the reason. I've not been told why. He's like, I don't think it's for the last one. Like he was like, see how you got upset and stuff. He was like, yeah, I was talking about my personal life and discussing it with my viewers. And then he went, actually, I think that. And then his publicist went, whoa, we're getting into kind of almost hot water here. Let's leave that. We don't know why. That's it. And then Dr. Disrespect, like, he kind of backtracked, and then when they were asking, he's like, I don't want to discuss conspiracy theories. And it's like, he has a clue. He
knows.
He's got an idea of what it is, and he's not going to tell because his publicist is like
standing order with Wayfair. Uh-oh.
Dr. Disrespect shops at Wayfair confirmed.
I joke. We joke. Don't sue us. Good God.
It's like we won't put any of these words in the titles of the hashtags. gang. But yeah, it's the world's kind of fucking crazy. There's someone that I've got on Facebook who has been doing some digging, and it's one of those ones like it's like literally putting up all sorts like hashtag pizza getting shit, and you can tell they've been going down like all sorts of rabbits hole. And I'm watching it going, you're a bit mental now. Like you're usually a really funny great guy.
Careful,
it's like
man. That's all I'm saying.
It's mental.
It is easy to go down these fucking rabbit holes, and you really do have to think that there's a constant to coin to skimming Alex Jones phrases. There's a war on for your minds, bro. With propaganda, with red herrings, with false information, with disinformation. Fucking Huawei and 5G's fucking with us all, bro. So just be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, it's mental. But the thing I would say is, see when he's typing stuff out, he'll like put asterisks in between it. So like, say if he types Wayfair, he'll do like WA asterisk YFA asterisk IR. It's like, oh, you are into this rabbit hole, man. You're like, so that Facebook doesn't delete my posts. You're like, mate, you look crazy. You look like a psychopath. I'm loving it though because I'm getting so much information, but it's like, oh mate. But he uploaded a 50-minute video of a screen recording where he was just going through Reddit about Wayfair, and I was like, this is a lot, and I am not going to be I'm not going to be watching all this.
What, 50 minutes is too long to discover?
It's
the fucking
far too long.
The 50 minutes is too long
50
to
minutes.
Stop child trafficking.
Hey, I think you'll find this is just spreading information, and I'm already a believer. No, I think it's mental, man. We did have some other topics that I'd like to bring up.
Velma Gay.
Velma Gay. Velma Gay is the big
only important topic for today. Is Velma
very important.
Gay?
Yeah, apparently Velma Gay. All my childhood fantasies and dreams are never going to be fulfilled because
Velma Gay.
Velma Gay.
But
Velma
on the plus side, all mine will be.
Yeah, so.
Velma not gay. Velma was with Shaggy for a while, and Velma had other guys. Velma's turned gay, or is being turned gay.
Yeah.
To
it's kind of mental.
To proliferate the fucking goddamn socialist agenda against us all. You want to talk conspiracy theories? Why aren't there no cool, good gay characters? You know, let's come up with some original lesbians up in this bitch. Who?
What?
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
No, you're not lesbian enough, Alex.
It's pretty offensive, man.
Yeah.
I think it's even more offensive. We can't even think of a single lesbian character that is
Hey,
political.
Batwoman.
Ellie for Last of Us. I haven't finished it, so don't spoil it. But cool character, definitely.
Oh, there you go. That's one.
Although it was retconned in the second game, which is kind of like, I don't know if this is just because suddenly being gay into the LGBTQ sign. I don't know if it's because that's the hot thing and that's what's trending. I hope not, because the way I see it, people are people, and who gives a fuck about your.
Well, I think
who you like to fuck.
One of the other things is
apparently lots of people care about who you like to fuck.
It's just fucking dumb, man. Like, oh, I'm a man with a penis and I like penis. All right, cool. Who gives a shit? Like, that's all right, as long as you're not trying to stick mines in your mouth, that's fine. And even then, maybe, I know, buy me a drink first. We'll see how it goes. Like, it's not that hard. Not yet.
I think like it's interesting because I think people
I just got that.
I was waiting. I was like, somebody's to get a really good joke. Come on, please.
People take things far too canonically these days, and what I mean by that is it's like, it's one thing if we're talking about the Star Wars franchise, for instance, and if we just randomly turn and say, "Oh, Leia's gay," there would be people having problems with that. There would be arguments to be made. But when we're talking about something like Scooby-Doo, and I believe it's not like the main Scooby-Doo cartoon. It's a iteration or a spin-off or an umpteenth variation. It's not like
it's the gay branch.
Well, yeah, but it's not like we have this one true linear chronology of fucking, if that's even a word, lore. Fucking behave.
We don't have Scooby-Doo lore.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like we have this one true thing.
Well, the thing that they were trying to say that makes it canon or whatever was there's a bit where Velma and Daphne, they swap shirts or something. They disappear and they come back in each other's shirts, and then there's a bit where it's cut out. It's on YouTube. It's supposedly cut out, but it might be just made in retrospect of Velma serenading Daphne.
What?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
That smells like bullshit to me. That smells like something they made after the fact.
I think they made it after the fact.
This in the back pocket.
Yeah.
This is in our back pocket just in case that whole gay thing gets big. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. And I didn't look when it was released, but yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. And they just kind of went, this might be a good thing sometime.
Yeah, that'll do, Pig.
Or it was just purely to fulfill their own fantasies, because here we are.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was actually fucking fan pics that one of the animators meant. Hey, Velma, can you just record these lines for us? just record these, just for me.
Troll, don't get me started on fan pics, mate.
What does it say though? It's it's so odd. I mean, for instance, without naming any names, we somewhat got into a Twitter spat not long ago with a certain someone who was involved with a certain kids TV show that was remodeled to have all this, all the characters are female, and they're not the typical heteronormative body types, for lack of a better way of putting it. Didn't have big boobs, didn't have big butts, none of that. But all their sexuality and their relationships with other women were very much highlighted. But then in the same breath, friends or supporters of the same cause were slagging certain someone's take on morality being based on Star Wars, which is funny because if the morality that you take from a quote unquote kids film franchise doesn't matter, then why does all this sexuality and inference matter in kids cartoons? I would argue that then it does. That would be your fucking argument, is that the attempt is to then normalize it. However, what I would always argue is that normalizing something means making it fucking normal, not making it so in your fucking face that it's kind of odd. Personally,
so it's plenty
of people of different genders, sexualities, whatever you want to call it, but there's nowhere near as
you love
many
us
as are
all
in.
equally.
Yeah, but the point being, there's nowhere near as many as there are on every fucking TV show these days. Like
Do you know
literally every new
why?
show you watch.
Oh, I don't know. I
main
know very
character-
few straight people.
Bye.
You might be like the
Let's
2
be-
straight people that I know.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it is literally just my bias showing a little bit. But I worry that it's detrimental to the cause if we're not having
Yeah, it becomes a joke if it's
a
too much.
reasonable approach. Yeah, a
Do you know
measured
what
approach
annoys
to
me,
this
right?
stuff.
What annoys me is when you have gay characters in shows and their like only thing is being gay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my point.
my personality. Look at me
And it's
sparkle.
like-
That's my point.
You
yeah.
go, girl.
Like cute, like
Fuck
have
off.
them like, if there's like meant to be a date scene or whatever, like have a girl go on a date with a girl, but that should be it. Like move on, fucking let them have their own story without
Well,
them just being a gay character.
For instance, I really liked Warehouse 13's kind of crappy show, right? But they had this character who kind of came in halfway through the series and stuff, became an integral character, and it was about a good couple of seasons in before one of the female characters sort of approached them, and it was this definitely awkward, weird setup to the punchline of him literally just turning and go, oh, what, like I'm gay. And she was totally flabbergasted and totally embarrassed and what have you and whatnot. But it wasn't this big fucking thing. And even the funnier part was when she tried to make it this big fucking thing. He was like, go no. I just like I'm not different now because you know that. So
I've always loved cocked. You just didn't know it.
But like
That's
I think like you say that there's tactful approaches. Whereas when I'm watching new TV shows these days, as Alex is saying, it can very much come across as like my characters, I'm gay. Deal with it. Deal with me normalizing gayness by putting gay everywhere. And again, I worry that is very detrimental to the cause. Because you're turning
it's also
people
bad
away.
for like young gays because like I know quite a few younger gay people and like they feel like their whole personality has to be that they're gay.
Yeah, I think it's just dumb having sexuality as a fucking story point or as a story arc. Like, why is it such a big deal? Like, literally, why is it a big deal? Why does it matter? I can't. It totally fucking bamboozles me. I'm married and I go down to the pub and I drink pints and I've got my wife and I hate gay people. How many gay people have you actually met? How many people do you know for sure are gay? Because there's a lot of people out there, and quite a few gay people I know who, it's not something you'd assume. Like, they're not the flamboyant, flaming people you see on TV.
I got a message from someone the other day saying,
like,
do people assume you're a lesbian? And I was like, yes.
All the time.
Absolutely.
I think the counter argument to that would be trolls that it comes into representation, and this is a bit of a buzzword. It's not my favourite phrase, but again, having a fucking cis male bias maybe doesn't help my fucking side of the argument. We've very much grown up seeing the 90% we've grown up seeing the 90% heterosexual relationships on television and movies. So when they do get the chance to see this type of representation, they can't help but defend it. They can't help but revel in it. As anyone would, you hear a detractor and you kind of just want to fucking jack off in their face over it, like ha ha ha, fuck you, ha ha. I'm so glad this pisses you off. And it's the same with the Velma thing. I think I kind of a big part of this is to own the conservatives. Really, it's just to get it up people who would feel uncomfortable. But that isn't whereof I think a lot of reasonable people start to draw the line and go, well, you're not really helping the cause here. You're just kind of acting like a bit of a fanny for the sake of acting like a bit of a fanny.
Let's antagonise this. Velma is fit. Yeah, there's just something about it. It's like that jumper. You're like, that's long. What's under that?
What's the other one's name again? I always forget the other one's name. The one
Daphne.
that Buffy played. Daphne must be fucking spitting. By the way, she's getting total overlooked. Daphne was always meant to be the hot one.
No,
now she's just
I refuse. Velma was always the fit one.
Yeah, Velma's hotter than Daphne, definitely.
But Velma has orange fluff in her belly button.
What?
Daphne has orange fluff in her pants.
No, because she was always wearing that. She was always wearing
See,
that.
like that. That's
Or is
that.
that smart with the hair? Yeah, I get it.
Do the curtains match the drapes?
Do the curtains match the cupboards? Never mind. Anyway.
What?
Does the Yandex match the cupboards? What?
Get the Scooby Gang on it; they'll figure it out. Would have gotten
Get
away
that
with
mystery
it
machine on
for
with
those
it.
meddling Reddit kids. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's fuck this whole sexuality matters, man. It doesn't. In the grand scheme of things, fuck who you want to fuck, love who you want to love, and fuck the haters.
But representation matters.
Do you know that? I agree with you. Representation does matter.
Normalization matters.
Representation is one thing, but blowing it out of proportion, as you said, is just fucking
representation
dumb.
is having a character and then that character happening to be gay. Representation is not having a gay character.
Yeah. In all caps, underlined, bold, and italic.
Yeah. With fucking like rainbows coming off it, like no.
Yeah, it's like, this character leaves a trail of glitter wherever they go.
That's what I do.
Like, all right then, like what the fuck? It's just fucking dumb. I completely agree with normalising it, but I think the social justice warriors and people that are fighting are like, yeah, this is so good. It's not good, mate. You're just causing a scene, and it's honestly, see the people that are uncomfortable with homosexuality and gay people and different things, it makes them assume that that's what all gay people are like, and that's actually not true at all.
Yeah, all you're doing is normalising stereotypes. Yeah, exactly,
which is fucking stupid. Like my sister is bi, or apparently she's fully gay now because she hates men, but whatever. But a lot of her time spent growing up was on Tumblr, and I genuinely think that part of the reason that she's very like, oh, we need to equalise wages and end the wage gap, and I'm like, oh, listen, mate, as Jordan Peterson says, getting better wages is all about being not as agreeable, being disagreeable, so that you can go up to your employer and say, listen, I'm working my tits off here, fucking pay me more, and they'll be like, oh, I make a fair point, sound, let's do that. It shouldn't be about gender, and the fact it's like gender pay gap, it's like it just does me not, and it's like you've been on Tumblr too much, right? And there's this confirmation bias where if someone else agrees with your opinion and then you have 5 other people that agree with your opinion is correct. And it's what annoys me is the rigidity of people's opinions. When people are unwilling to bend or change their opinions because they've read so much on it, and this is what I believe, and this is part of my personality. Like I was having a discussion with GLP Matty of the Edging Bros, checking it on YouTube, about it, and he was saying, he's like, the thing now Matty's amazing for a debate. He's very, very well versed, very intelligible, and his opinion is too many people take an emotional approach when they're having discussions or they're having talks, so that it feels like a personal attack when someone says your opinion's wrong, as opposed to taking a logical approach and just taking emotion out of it completely. And I was like, I've never really considered it that way, and that is pretty fucking, that makes sense, because if you go from a logical and kind of reasoning standpoint, then it means that if the opinion you have is wrong or something counters it, you can go, okay, let me take that into consideration, and then you weigh up the pros and the cons and you go, that makes sense, let me alter my opinion slightly or a lot. But if it's emotional and it's tied to your personality and who you are as a person, someone comes up and goes, actually, I don't really agree with that, here's the reasons why. You go, fuck you, that is a personal attack on me and I'm offended, and you don't listen. I think there needs to be more logical, just sensible discussions about shit, instead of this people are quick to anger and explode and be like, bah, 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 you're wrong. It's like, whoa, let's talk about this like normal people instead of screaming and shouting and booing people away. Like see some of the shit you see online about like conservatives going to rallies with fucking the left people and just being shouted and screamed at, you're a fucking racist, and it's like, that person's never said anything racist, you're just making an accusation because you don't like what they're saying. And it's like, you just need sensible conversation. It's as simple as that. None of this knee-jerk reaction bullshit. Talk it out.
As the resident gay character, yay, hi.
Yes.
When I went to Pride parades, because I go to Pride parades because I'm gay, because I'm the gay character.
Pride is fun.
You get a lot of like religious nuts, like standing at the sides, like shouting shit at you. And it's the funniest fucking thing to like shout back, but at the same time, like, I don't take it personally.
No,
I'm just like, okay, bro, like, you know, you have your shit, I have my shit, we're good.
Yeah, it's not like you go down to church and start like fucking screaming at them in gay.
You get down to a church and you set up a go-go cage outside and you just dance with glitter. It's like, yeah!
Don't tempt me.
Honestly, I see religion in the same way, because people take religion, pardon the pun, take it as gospel, but they take it as part of their they have it as part of their personality, and they get offended if you say it against. They're like, well, that's blasphemous. It's like, no, I've got a different belief from you, and it's as simple as that. And people just need to respect each other's beliefs.
Beliefs are all good, bro. Like, just just keep them to yourself. Don't show them.
I didn't realise I was on a podcast with a couple of non-believers. You fucking absolute fucking heretics.
Scum. But yeah, that's me done for my ranting.
I have to even out one thing you did say.
Please do.
The one and only Jordan Peterson, everyone's favourite. So I would like to offer another quote of Jordan Peterson's. Where's my benzodiazepines? Clean your room, buddy. Hey. Anyway, sorry, I spent about 2 minutes looking up what he was addicted to, so I had to slot that in there. Yeah,
that's fair.
So Velma really not bad. Gay?
Velma? Who cares, Velma?
Velma can love who Velma wants to love, and if it's me, that's okay.
Velma
and
gay
if it's me,
now,
that's even better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Velma caught the big gay.
The gays are getting all the attention just now, though, so I feel like I need something to take me over. I'm getting jealous. I'm so jealous. The gays. Nah, man, it's just dumb. Why is it an us versus them? I don't get it. There was one other topic we had, actually leading on from the old gay chat part of it as well. This is something you brought to my attention. I've not really looked into it because I'm very lazy, and I thought you can explain this to me, Alex. But it's the fact that the government has not banned gay conversion therapy. However, Instagram has. Like, Instagram is more progressive than the government. What's that about? Take the lead here.
Do you know what conversion therapy is?
Is that not where you get basically taken to a camp? You just get fucking abused until you're not gay?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Is that not? Do we not all go to that summer camp? I thought.
It's like penis inspection day. That's normal, right?
It's just a God's gospel camp.
God's gospel camp
for boys who did naughty things.
Yeah, God loves you through this belt that I'm going to beat you with 18 times a day.
Repent camp.
That's my Friday night, Joel.
Yeah, it's different when you want it and like it though.
Don't want it like it. It's wrong in the eyes of the Lord. Fuck. Sorry.
Hi there, Chris Hansen. Why don't you have a seat?
Right.
Yeah, so gay conversion therapy. Fill us in.
Right. So basically,
Phil McCracken.
What happened was that the government tweeted this thing out. It was like, what do we think about conversion therapy? Should it be banned? And people were like, are you fucking dumb? And
it's not already?
Yeah, like people were like, bro, what the fuck? Fun fact though, only it was 63% of people said it should be banned, and then the other 40 something, can't do maths, 30 something, I don't know.
Another good 30-40% of God loving fearing Christians.
They said no, they said it should not be banned, and it is the good times.
See, I think the people that said it shouldn't are probably the straight people who've never experienced it and haven't really looked into it.
And don't
that's
really
it. That's
know
it.
what
Or the homophobes.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Because conversion therapy sounds so nice. Oh, go to a spa, we'll have a chat with a therapist. Like, no, you're going to get tortured. You're going to get tortured until you tell them that you are not gay, and you repress it for years and years and years until you have a 20-year marriage where you've got kids and a wife, and suddenly you come out as gay when you're confident enough at 60 years old.
Yeah.
Philip Schofield.
But yeah.
Is that how he got gay? Did he go to conversion therapy?
Is that how he caught it? He caught the big gay.
Caught the gay.
Caught the gay. That sounds like a fun game. Catch the gay.
It does.
No, yeah, that's
me and Priv chasing Alex like Get
in the cupboard, Alex.
I don't want to go back in the closet.
We'll sell you for a pretty penny, Alex.
Well, that's we all know that I would go for a lot of money. The nonces love me.
That is true.
So we're forever
That is
skint
very
lads.
Oh, we can pull a good, bad, and the ugly. Yeah, so we like sell you in the cupboard, but you can escape and run back to us, and we'll just keep selling you again and again in cupboards and make a fucking fortune.
Those nonces never learn.
Hold on a minute. This one's not a 5-year-old. You got
we just use
at least 12.
You got nonce-fest.
We'll use the age changing filter on Snapchat for the photos.
Oh no, you don't need to. I look like a 12-year-old anyway. It's fine.
It just turns into a fetus. Like, oh, jeez.
Anyway, so yeah, basically, continuation. So Instagram have since banned conversion therapy posts, as have like Twitter and I think it was Twitter and Facebook. I think
sign of the end times, guys. That's it. Instagram's just signed their soul to Satan.
The internet kicked off. The government have they issued an apology or whatever, but they still haven't banned conversion therapy. They were just like, oh, we're sorry, but they still haven't banned it. So.
Must be God's will.
Whoops, that was a faux pas. Pretend that didn't happen, guys.
Yeah. We'll just go back to the time when we all thought that was banned because it's fucking mental.
Well, it's really interesting because, like, what you were relating back earlier, like your pride stuff, your Christian stuff, like, it's all matter of perspective here. And I think one of the biggest battles yet to come will be the eventual attempt to abolish, the religious and religious tendencies in the West. I don't think you'll ever be truly successful.
Religious conversion therapy?
Have a taste of your own medicine, bitch.
Essentially, that's already happening through the creation of the one true religion that will be slowly but surely forced into, which is like scientism, a kind of a weird mix of 1984 fucking you must obey, where you got damn ass at all times, even though they probably don't really do all that much to help. That kind of fucking level of shit meets the attack, the slow but sure erosion on the Christian foundation or the religious foundation of the Western civilization. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, time will tell. Personally, don't think that being against religion's all that cool. I think it's quite bigoted as well. But at the same time, when you're talking about something as extreme as trying to force someone's sexuality out of them using religion, I would argue that you're probably kidding yourself. If your kids, if you're recognizing at an early age that your kid's probably gay, chances are, to quote Lady Gag, they were born this way. But
I love Lady Gaga.
Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Oh, fucking don't start me. That one doesn't need conversion therapy, it just needs fucking therapeutically removed from anyway.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna fall out.
Oh, come on, Jesus. Like, sorry, but no. Like,
do you think she's still got the meat dress?
She is a meat dress anyway.
I've never been more offended in my life, fucking hell.
I'm not
a fan. I think you're absolutely right with the mention of kind of religion and stuff. I think it's the extremists that ruin it in general. Religion's a great thing for communities and families and bringing people together and just having that support and thinking there's a higher power that gives a fuck about me and has helped me through my life. I think it's amazing. I've been part of churches and shit growing up. The Fiona community is phenomenal. I got a free trumpet. It was awesome. But it's the extreme stuff in the it was lit. But it's the small portion of people that ruin it for everybody. As with everything, like the LGBTQ stuff, it's the people that are extreme about it and in your face and they're like, I'm hard. It's like, no, you don't actually represent everybody. You are just, you just want attention.
You're just a fanny.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying as well. It's like, it's all down to perspective because they see any attack on religion under the scope and the guise and the conspiratorial lens of they are being systematically targeted, and it is actually Satan's plan. Which, you know, you could sit and argue they're just being silly, they're just being over the top, but from their fucking perspective, this is they could quite clearly outline you. Here's how this has happened, and it's almost exactly the same with like gays and oppression. They could quite easily map you out how and why they haven't been represented, or we haven't as a fucking nation, heteronormative whatever, represented them fairly throughout fucking culture. So it's just all down to fucking perspective, bro. And I think you're lacking in a lot of perspective if you think you're going to go pray away the gay. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna fucking happen. Maybe if you are somewhat confused and need time to reflect. It's not impossible that the going away and fucking off in a camp and studying religion and XYZ can help. But I mean, I would refer to the South Park episodes where it's the gay conversion therapy camp. They literally go walking like down the line of fucking rooms and dorms, and like open one fucking room. There's some kid fucking hung themselves. The next door,
Jesus.
the same fucking, we got another one. It's like fucking, you know, well, it's a sad statistic to these things. But a lot of them do end up resenting themselves or
can't live a fulfilled life because
their actual sexuality.
Can't accept yourself. Yeah. It's fucking messy and it's bogging. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It's bogging.
The world is
it's bogging.
Gay conversion therapy. Bogging. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like people are shit.
And that's the end of the podcast.
That's the end of the big gay podcast this week, folks.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Thanks for tuning into the Tinfoil Hat episode. It's been lit. If you disagree or do agree, or you have any speculation you want to throw in, pop it in the comments. Let us know what you think. We do read them, and we sometimes respond.
Sometimes. People comment? Who the fuck's commenting?
It's normally me, or it's hello, wanna be my friend?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been a fun one. I've enjoyed this. I like the weird ones where we're like. But yeah, have a pleasant.
Tinfoil hats and Prov goes, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Prov goes, no, all this evidence is dumb. I mean, look at Epstein. They had evidence of that for years and ignored it, and that turned out to be true. This can't be true.
Disavow entirely. Stay away from, and I would highly recommend you stay away from single-engine flights and hot tubs from now on, guys.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.
Bye.